find again.
And
What about
it'll be
all
there
of
for 2 or 3 months or something.
I know, true.
Good morning. Let's stand, please. And I'd like Jamie Hancock to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody, to the March 10th, 2014 meeting of the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners. My name is Bob Archer. I currently serve as chair of the commission alongside Commissioner Kevin Cook, who represents District 2, and Commissioner Shelley Bueller, who represents District 1. Good morning.
Morning.
First item, please.
First item is item 1, proclamations, presentations. Number 1, presentation of awards by Keep America Beautiful, Patricia McKee. Or, I'm sorry, Felicia McKee.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
I'm Felicia McKee, Executive Director for Keep America Beautiful, Topeka, Shawnee County. Today, it is my great pleasure and privilege to honor our National Keep America Beautiful Award recipients and present their awards for 2013. Thank you for allowing me this time to make these presentations. Could I please have the representatives come forward from Shawnee County Parks and Rec, Shawnee County Solid Waste, and Shawnee County Master Gardeners. Our award-winning groups were part of a nationwide award program offered through National Keep America Beautiful. Competing with more than 700 affiliates nationwide, these awards are a true testimonial to the outstanding support we enjoy in this community for the efforts of the local Keep America Beautiful affiliate. Placing first in the nation for beautification, Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. KAB shares an incredible partnership with Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. Formerly 2 governmental entities, the staff has embraced the consolidation efforts, making this a very smooth transition. Projects are provided to KAB for our volunteers as we partner with other groups like Hands on Topeka, Washburn University's Big Event, and the TBC Summer Sizzle. Would you please introduce yourselves?
I'm John Knight, Shawnee County Parks and Rec, and I have with me here today the Park Director, Terry Burgles.
I'm Bill Rippon. I'm current president of Keep America Beautiful, and I'm also park planner.
Thank you. Placing first in the nation for waste reduction, Shawnee County Solid Waste Department. Shawnee County Solid Waste Department provides public recycling for citizens in Topeka and Shawnee County. They also provide bins and service them for Project Redirectory. They provide a place for citizens to properly dispose of our recycle household hazardous waste. This year, they implemented a mobile collection of household hazardous waste material. Hazmat hits the road. Recycling in Shawnee County has increased dramatically in the past few years. Our education efforts continue. Thanks to their efforts, we now enjoy curbside recycling. And finally, much of our budget comes directly from the fundings provided by Shawnee County Solid Waste Department.
I'm Tom Block of Shawnee County Solid Waste, and I would like to introduce Joan Graves of the Solid Waste Department, who was very instrumental in getting this, especially the curbside recycling program, implemented over the past several years. So she may not be up front and center, but she was definitely the one getting it done behind the scenes.
Without the help and financial support of our government partners, KAB would simply not exist. We would like to thank Shawnee County and the City of Topeka and give them our sincerest gratitude. Placing first in the nation for beautification, Shawnee County Master Gardeners. Shawnee County Master Gardeners are dedicated to the education of gardening. They have several projects in our community, including the Sensory Garden at Gage Park, a xeriscape garden at the Extension Office, and a Prairie Star garden at the Governor's Mansion. They work closely with children and residents of Topeka and Shawnee County to educate and to inform. They also have a response line where residents can come by or call to ask gardening questions. Would you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Jamie Hancock. I'm the Horticulture Extension Agent for Shawnee County.
I'm Alice Brooks. I'm the program assistant for Master Gardeners.
My name's Bill Waves. I'm current president of Master Gardeners.
Thank you for being here. In addition to the 10 national awards that we received, the local affiliate received a second place in the nation affiliate designation for our banner year with benefits to the community in the amount of $14.6 million. We also received the Great American Cleanup Innovation Award, first place for the nation, or in the nation for our beautification efforts in Harveyville after their devastating tornado. The local affiliate also received the President's Circle Award by meeting strict qualification requirements. All of these awards are because of the strong support of our funding partners and our government agencies, civic groups, schools, corporate partners, and our wonderful volunteers. Please join me in thanking them for their our outstanding partners and our volunteers who keep America beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Felicia. Before we get into the next item, I want to mention to the county clerk that due to requests from the department heads, I want to pull items 4C3 and D1.
If that's a motion, I'll second, or just note.
Well, I don't know that we need a motion, unless there's a problem with it. Yeah, here you go, unless there's an objection. Okay,
Objection.
thank you. Next item, please.
Item 2, under proclamations, presentations, drawing for Project Topeka raffles, Public Works and Solid Waste.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Blanc with Public Works and Solid Waste. As you know, the county has had efforts to raise funds for Project Topeka over the last month. Public Works and Solid Waste Departments have combined to have raffles, a couple different raffles, to help try to raise some funds. And I brought with me Janet Morrissey and Megan Ayers. Janet is from the Public Works Department and Megan is with the Solid Waste Department. And they're going to come up and conduct the raffles, and we are going to ask the commissioners to do the drawings for us. There are 3 different drawings. 2 of them are for cookies, to get 2 dozen cookies every month, or I guess every other month. So it'd be 2 cookies a month for the year, but then 2 people will win, so they'll each get 6 months worth. And then the second drawing is for what we call a night on the town, where the winning person will get a night at the Capitol Plaza Hotel, 2 movie tickets, and a gift certificate to Red Robin. So Janet and Megan, if you would come forward and do the honors, I would appreciate it. And then also, just so you know, we raised just under $300 for, on these raffles.
This one's for the night on the town.
The night on the town.
Night on the town. Kevin Cook. No,
I was hoping.
actually, Stephanie Kuhlman.
All right.
Great.
All right.
I'm not sure
This
who
is,
the cookies.
this is for the first person for the cookies.
Karen Collins.
Very good. And then, no,
You can-
Mr. Cook.
you can-
is
okay.
next.
Mr. Dave Sturbins.
All right. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for all your efforts, and Tom, thank you very much.
Good morning, Commissioner. Stephanie Mott, Office Assistant in the County Commission Office. We have the final results and the presentation of the trophies in the Ugly Tie, Ugly Scarf contest. In the women's division, Allison Lejos took the lead and just ran away with it. So, we have 3 lovely scarves here for you to choose from.
I don't know, we have to let the audience, which one?
Green.
Next for 75 degree
Allison received 80 votes to take first place. Becky Neosy came in second with 33. Alice Weingartner in third with 13. And then in the men's division, we have 3 outstanding ties here. This was a back and forth. A lot of different people had, but in the end, no one could outdistance Rich Eckert, and who with 115 votes to John Knight's 104, Commissioner Archer's 55. The county councilor gets to choose between these 3 trophies.
Take the yellow.
Goes with your outfit, yeah.
That takes me a mirror in 18 minutes to tie a tie. So we'll just do the quick version.
Doesn't have a flip like your normal one.
I'm going to clip in case you come back and ask me in anger.
This contest raised $520 for Project Topeka. Together with the public works auctions and different things throughout the county, great efforts through the DA's office, North Annex Biscuit Feed, and Register of Deeds Cookie Sale, and of course the Department of Corrections. Stellar efforts. I just turned over $9,226 in cash and checks to Project Topeka a few minutes ago.
Very cool.
We still have a little bit of money coming in. I think about $700. We're going to get really close to $10,000 total, and they're just picking up our food today. So this is going to be, I think, probably the best drive in the 5 years that I've had the pleasure of doing this. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
No, thank you.
Great work.
Wow. Next item, please.
Item 2, unfinished business. Number 1, consideration and issuance of decision settling the 2014 wage impasse with the Fraternal Order of Police.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Cross, Assistant County Counselor. This is the final step in the statutorily required impasse resolution process, which is 754332. Following our public hearing last Monday, you asked that I go back and prepare a written resolution which would explain your decision. I've done so. What you have before you is the draft of that resolution, and so as to not put off what that decision is any longer, I've been asked to read the last paragraph of the resolution with the decision, and it states, with this background, we, the Board of County Commissioners, are required by law to implement a resolution to the wage impasse between the county and the FOP. Our resolution is limited to 1 year. Our decision is to remain at a 0 scale change and no step increase for the FOP bargaining unit for 2014. Attached to this decision as Exhibit A is a 1-year contract between Shawnee County and the FOP that contains all contractual provisions that were negotiated and agreed between the parties, plus our decision regarding wages for 2014. This document shall serve as the, quote, contract, close quote, between the parties. So it's up to you at this point, procedurally, whether you want to vote to adopt this today or how you want to proceed. Or if you want me to go back and make changes, completely up to you.
Commissioner?
Commissioner Archer, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I will not be supporting the resolution, and I do have a reason or explanation as to why I would not be supporting it. And the resolution that has been prepared is very well written, and that's a direct reflection on the quality of our county counselor's office. But unfortunately, it's not a reflection on our ability as this board to adequately give guidance to our department heads and most importantly to our employees. The Director of Audit Finance has requested that each department provide a 5-year strategic plan to give the Commissioners a view of their future budgetary needs and as a tool to plan the direction for each department. Salary and benefits constitute a majority, and in some cases up to 90% of each given department's budget. However, without the guidance of this board with regards to labor negotiations, future intentions, the request for a 5-year strategic plan is nothing more than an exercise in futility. I fully support the discussion of multi-year contracts as they allow each department to better plan for its future. Effective strategic planning articulates where your department wants to go, the action needed to get there, and how to evaluate progress towards that goal. Finally, and most importantly, it allows for every employee to plan accordingly for their respective futures. The loyalty between an employee and an employer is a two-way street. As an employer, I have a reasonable duty to my employees. I would like to sugarcoat this and have spent a great deal of time trying to find the right words for this discussion. Unfortunately, being straightforward is best. This contract and resolution brought by the majority of, I perceive, the majority of the board is that there is no intent to discuss wage increases, cost of living adjustments for the next year or at any time in the foreseeable future for any Shawnee County employee. I'm not in that majority, and that being said, I will not support the resolution.
Okay. Commissioner?
This is always a difficult decision, no matter what. I think we were encouraged by the increases of 2013. We're going to be disappointed in 14. I would hope that we would work together for 2015 and beyond. I am going to support this. And Commissioner Cook, in response to your statements, I find it difficult because at no time during the negotiations did you present any figures, any information that we could even consider going forward. So that's unfortunate. I'm finished with my comments.
Okay. I have a few comments to make, and the reason we're at this point, in my opinion, is that the bargaining unit was not realistic. Last week, we heard a lot of discussion. One of the things we heard was that Shawnee County's reserves are $8 million. So that gives us the green light to spend, spend, spend. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. Just a few years ago, we had $18 million in reserves until the economy tanked. Our bond counsel and our financial administrators say we need at least $18 million in reserves. We got $10 million to go, folks. Turnover. Over time, turnover has been lower for sheriff's deputies than it has been for other employee groups. Historical raises and pension costs. We had discussion last week, 76% is not a good figure. Okay, let's assume it's 70%. Let's assume over the last 7 or 8 years it's only 60%. The fact is there have been no layoffs of deputies, and my neighbors and my friends and my constituents have been subject to layoffs, and they haven't gotten good raises. Next item, so-called salary studies. In my opinion, these are phony, and I'll tell you why. Home prices for the week ending February 26, 2014. Average house price in Lawrence, $242,608. Average price of a house in Manhattan, $203,000. Average house price in Wichita, $189,172. Average house price in Overland Park, $340,771. Average house price in Topeka, $128,304. Finally, the financial outlook for 2015 is going to be very difficult. It's going to be more brutal than 2014 is. And accordingly, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution as presented.
A second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no.
No.
Motion carries 2-1. Commissioner Cook dissenting.
Commissioner Archer, I would
Yes.
like to thank Jim for his
Yes.
work on this, and please make sure that all parties get a copy.
I will, thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Job well done. Next item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the consent agenda by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Mr. Chairman, this morning we have voucher payments that total $1,594,024.18. I would note that out of this $500,000, there are approximately $1 million that is between Blue Cross Blue Shield and Capers, just to give an idea of what this majority of this constitutes. But I would move for approval of the vouchers as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook to approve the vouchers and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the correction orders by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, information technology, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-106-2014 with Sirius Computer Solutions for annual maintenance of mainframe hardware components in an amount not to exceed $36,900.
Good morning, Commissioners. Pat O'Blander with the Information Technology Department. We have 7 pieces of equipment that are part of our mainframe system that are due for renewal. We would like to pull those pieces of equipment into a contract with a service provider that's covering the other components of the system and get all of these components covered by one contract with one vendor. We're confident that that will reduce costs. It will also reduce complexity of management of contracts and make contacts for support much simpler. One number to call rather than have to keep straight a lot of different contracts with a lot of different vendors is much easier to manage over time. So I would ask for your approval to initiate a contract with Sirius Systems for maintenance of these items. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Any questions or comments?
No, I move for approval of the contract with Sirius Computer Solutions.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook to approve the contract, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Pat. Next item, please.
Item C, Public Works Solid Waste, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-107-2014 with Bartlett and West in an amount of $72,600 for professional design services for the Shawnee County Street Benefit District Phase 3, Southwest Westport Drive, Southwest 55th Street, Southwest Westport Drive, and Southwest 55th Street, all in Timber Ridge subdivision.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Block with Public Works and Solid Waste once again. This item is a Public Works item. As you may recall, last week, we were here before you, or it was last week or the week before, where we received approval that this Timber Ridge subdivision Phase 3 project be allowed to go forward as a benefit district for Doltmeyer Construction. The engineering firm that they will be using is Bartlett and West, so we have brought forward, we will be administering the project essentially on their behalf, and that is why it's run through us. So the contract now from Bartlett and West is before us. This falls in line with fees that are typically found for these types of projects. This project will be paid through special assessments that will be borne to the property owners when the project is all complete. Is our recommendation that it be approved. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Questions or comments?
I have
none. Move approval.
Second.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Bueller and seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item C2, consider correction order number 1 to contract C31-2014 with Ace Pipe Cleaning, Inc. for the addition of inspection cleaning and GIS data collection for Sherwood Lake Sanitary Sewer District number 2 and 6 in an amount, or an increased amount of $26,379.
Commissioners, Tom Block again with Public Works and Solid Waste. This too is a Public Works item. As you recall, last week it came before you to get approval to add the sewer district number 2 and sewer district number 6 to the pipe cleaning and televising and GIS project that we will be conducting at Sherwood. These are two of our lagoon systems in different parts of the county. This here is just the official contract document change order paperwork that follows up the request from before. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them
And this is paid for by?
by the users.
Okay. Questions or comments?
I have none.
Okay.
And when I say the users, I mean no taxes.
Right.
It's not general fund tax money.
Right. And that's what I wanted to hear.
Move approval.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller and seconded by Commissioner Cook to approve. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Tom. Madam Clerk, I think the next item is D2.
Yes.
Okay.
Item D, Health Agency. Number 2, consider approval to close the community health center clinics for staff training on the following days. A, Van Sickle Thorn Clinic, 1 to 5 p.m. on June 4th and 8 a.m. to 12 noon on June 6th. B, California Clinic, 1 to 5 p.m. on June 11th and 8 a.m. to noon on June 13th. C, Main Clinic, 1 to 5 p.m. on June 18th and 8 a.m. to noon on June 20th.
Good morning, Commissioners. Alice Weingartner, Shawnee County Health Agency. This memo that is before you is to make you aware of a training that is scheduled for the Shawnee County Health Agency Community Health Center staff. We are looking at doing a training that's called Mental Health First Aid. Vallejo Behavioral Health Services and Family Service and Guidance Center received grant funding that provides this training for community partners at no cost. And so we've established a schedule that would allow us to send community health center staff to this training, essentially on three different dates, so we can have small enough work groups to attend. The Community Health Center Board has the authority to close facilities, but we also want to make sure that the Commission is aware of that as well, and so that's why we're bringing this forward to your attention.
Okay.
Thank you, Alice.
Are there questions or comments?
I have none. I would move for approval, or is this a need for approval or just acknowledgement?
It's probably more acknowledgement.
Second.
Okay. Motion made to
Acknowledge receipt of.
acknowledge receipt of. I like that. Thank you. Did you make the motion?
I did.
Oh, by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item. Thank you, Alice.
Item D3, consider authorization and execution of contract C108-2014 with Simpatico Behavioral Health LLC to allow for insurance reimbursement.
Commissioners, this contract that's before you is with the company that is the subcontractor, I think is the right word, of Sunflower State Health Plan, and Simpatico is the company that Sunflower uses for the mental health and behavioral health services that are provided through the state's Medicaid CanCare program, and so this is the contract that we are asking for your signature on.
Questions or comments?
I have none. Move approval of the contract.
Second.
Motion made to approve the contract by Commissioner Bueller and seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Alice. Next item, please.
Item E, Parks and Recreation. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C109-2014 with the Colmer O'Neill Veterans Administration Medical Center for a vocational rehabilitation training opportunity for veterans.
Excuse me. Good morning, Commissioners. John Knight, Parks and Recreation. This is a partnership agreement with the Veterans Administration where they supply a couple of workers for us. Our costs are set at the $8.25 an hour. All of the benefits that go along with that will be covered by the Veterans Administration. We have used, we have been, had this partnership before, and it's been successful for both parties. I'd like to continue that. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have.
Thank you, John. As the veteran on the commission, I'd like to make a motion to approve the contract.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item E2, consider approval of request to reject bids for concession and day camp food, snacks, and supplies, and resubmit request for proposals.
And Commissioner, if you recall, back in February, we asked for permission to solicit proposals to go out and get prices for these supplies and services. We didn't get back the response we wanted. Staff has been visiting with Audit Finance Department, and I think all are recommending to reject all of the submissions we had from this and reissue them. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have.
Questions or comments?
I have no questions.
None. Move approval.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item E3, consider approval of a sole source purchase for repair work to replace dock parts at the South Boat Ramp at Lake Shawnee in the amount of $3,924.
Commissioners, this is a sole source request to purchase some parts for our dock systems that we use out at Lake Shawnee. One was damaged by vandalism, and we'd like to, this is a request is to purchase from Easy Dock. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have.
Move for approval of the repair of $3,924.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, John.
Commissioner.
Next item, please.
Item F, Commission. Number 1, consider canceling the March 27th and July 10th commission meetings.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Morning, Commissioners. Tom Block, Public Works and Solid Waste. Once again, this is just a reminder that today now, with the weather that has improved greatly since last Monday, the two major road construction projects we have going on, the one on Southeast 45th Street between Adams and California, and also the one on Northwest 46th Street between Topeka Boulevard and Rochester Road. The contractors are starting in full force today, so it never fails when the projects just get going. The public can be a little confused at first for the first week or two, so just a reminder that construction is beginning and there will be a little change in normal traffic patterns for them, for those residents that will be affected. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Are there other administrative communications?
Good morning, Commissioners. Timothy Phelps, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. I was asked by my director to give a brief update on the status of video visitation. As you all recall, we went live with video visitation on January 21st, 2014, and it was quite a sea change for the facility because we had been doing direct visitation since it opened in 1988. So to date, we have completed scheduled visits, 2,259. I think that there's still some learning curve going on with comfort level with some members of the community, but it's been highly successful to the extent that it's been used. We are picking up our pace with people using the at-home option for video visitation and in an attempt to try to prime that pump a little bit more. From March 1st through May 31st, the company is offering a discount so they can do a 20-minute visit from home for $5 and a 40-minute visit from home for $10. And that's been posted on the website and placed throughout the facility so that everybody's aware that that's going on. But I wanted to let you all know that that will be taking place. And the other thing I want to remind everybody of, to the extent that we can get the word out, we increased our on-site free visit options by more than 75% with this new system. Plus, we expanded it way past the time frame that we used to have it available. We used to have it roughly from 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Now we have 7 days a week from 6:30 in the morning to 9, I believe 9:30 in the afternoon, or in the evening, 9:30 in the evening. 7 days a week, so that includes holidays and every other day. So it has significantly increased the availability between friends and family and inmates. So we just wanted to give that update. If you have any questions that we have to happy to answer.
Well,
Commissioner.
just to point out, on-site, there's no fee, but off-site, there is a fee.
Correct. They pay the fee for the convenience of being able to do it from home.
Right.
But on-site has
There's
expanded
no-
significantly, and it's free.
Thank you.
Okay.
Commissioner Archer,
Yes.
if I may.
course.
This last Friday, I had an opportunity to attend the Department of Corrections graduation. I know that that's not what Mr. Phelps was here to talk about, but if he could, I know that he helps run the course, do the training. How many people did we have that graduated on Friday?
I believe we had 12 in that class, and it is a unique thing in this region for there to be a full academy, corrections academy for the staff. And so we're very happy to have it. We think it's very successful for our staff members, and we do appreciate your participation in graduation.
And this was the completion of a 12-week?
It's only a 2-week.
2-week course.
80-hour course, yes.
And so,
I wouldn't mind having a 12-week.
I apologize.
I know the budget would cut that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes, Commissioners, I guess I'm a little taken back that Director Cole has fingernail polish? What's that about?
Participation in projects.
I want to remind the Commissioners, I don't know if everybody's noticed this or not, but we have a press conference scheduled for 1 o'clock today at Gage Park. The actual ceremony will take place at about near the Topeka Zoo. It's about a family fun card in which the Kansas Children's Discovery Center, the Topeka Zoo, and Shawnee County Parks and Recs Gage Park have all come together to market and try to draw some additional visitors to Topeka and Shawnee County, and all of us to benefit financially as well. Thank you.
And I wanted to thank you, John, for partnering in getting that done. I think that's a great opportunity, and I hope we get a lot of publicity out of it, to be honest with you. That's just great. So, other administrative comments?
Commissioner Archer.
Yes, Commissioner
I also,
Cook.
in addition to attending the Department of Corrections graduation, I also was privileged to give the opening remarks to the NAIA wrestling tournament that was at the Expo Center. This brought in teams from across the nation for the national NAIA wrestling tournament. It also was, I hope, a step towards having more NAIA tournaments, and so that the NAIA can see just all that Shawnee has to offer in our facilities, and hopefully we can expand upon that. But it's very good.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Bueller, any items? Okay. Next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
There is a need, and I'll make a motion that we go into executive session for a period not to exceed 15 minutes, specifically consultation with the attorney for the body or agency which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship. That's 15 minutes, and I would like, obviously, the county counselor and our financial administrator to attend that. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0, and there is no action anticipated. We are out of executive session, no action required. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.